Hi guys, Jared Rennick, People First Party. Today the ANZ has said that they are sacking 3,500 full-time employees here in Australia, along with another 1,000 contractors. Now the reason why the ANZ and other banks can get away with this sort of gross mass sackings of Australian workers is that the federal government has signed free trade agreements with other countries that allow those other countries, or allow the multinationals or big Australian companies here to transfer payments offshore with next to no withholding tax. Now, one of the last questions I put to the Australian Tax Office when I was a senator was how much in withholding tax is applied to remittances made to offshore countries, especially in the service industries. In that particular question, I was referring to offshoring performed by Westpac. The ATO came back and said that there was no withholding tax applied on these payments made offshore. Now, the federal government and both major parties have signed up to this with their free trade agreements, have sold us out. And if we want to stop our jobs going offshore, then we need to lift the rate of withholding taxes on profits sent offshore. People First is the only party that has constantly been talking about this. When I was a senator, I constantly talked about the fact that our onshore company tax rate is twice as high as our offshore company tax, or withholding taxes as it's known in tax parlance, and this has to change. So if you're concerned about your job going offshore, or just jobs in general going offshore, can I urge you to please support People First? You can sign up today at www.peoplefirstparty.au. The other issue this raises is you should always be careful about working from home and careful what you wish for, because a lot of companies, when they allow you to work from home, are actually lining you up to be able to offshore your job offshore. Now, we don't want to see that happening. And while I'm not against people working from home a few days a week, we just, we need to be careful about letting companies get too familiar with remote working, because if you can work remotely from home, it's not much of a further step to work remotely offshore. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Have a great day. And don't forget to sign up at www.peoplefirstparty.au.